is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Rams and the Titans, coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, it's been better than 2 decades since Kevin Dyson wound up a yard short of the end zone when they almost beat the Rams in the Super Bowl. But now the Titans are back in the big game for the second time in franchise history.
It's been a long time, hasn't it? And all Titans fans fired up, so excited to have their team back competing one more time for a Super Bowl trophy. They hope certainly this time that 1 yard is to be found.
Meanwhile, for the Rams, what a topsy-turvy last few years it's been. From Super Bowl champs 2 years ago to 5-12 last year, and now back to the big game, looking to make it 2 wins in 3 seasons.
A few wild swings in there, but found their equilibrium as this season went on to get themselves back to the Super Bowl. Remember the first one they won? Big-time free agent acquisitions. This one will be defined by their roster.
And now the rookie's free. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading him out, a motivated rookie out of Kentucky. Fell to the early portion of the second round of the draft. It's Will Levis.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. But Charles, you think about their impressive record, and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him, but they just say, get well. We'll hold the fort until you get back, and the next person steps up into that void. This team has done a nice job all year long. No excuses, just performance.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Levis to throw off play action. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Running left, it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Henry up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Oh, it's in. drive killer there. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Titans now. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. So the pick six, and now Levis right back to the air. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Levis back to throw. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. And the catch made by Hopkins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Henry. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Levis on 3rd and 1. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. Over the middle, and he has a Conqueror. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Levis looking to throw. Check down here for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room. Yeah, and trailing into break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford. As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stafford. Flush to his right. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play. And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off. Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2. Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends. Good point. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi Trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Levis sets up to throw here. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now 2nd and 3. A handoff running left, Henry. There he goes left side. Still on his feet. And down to the 7-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Levis. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Byron Young from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Third and goal, here's Levis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chigakakwo laying himself out in the end zone. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Folk, and it makes the score 21-10. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second down, Williams. Good move at the 30. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They run, it's Williams. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, and that leads to a Los Angeles 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That is caught, and he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He finds his target, Allen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Levis. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. Gee, you figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Levis to throw once more. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Titans, gain of 12. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Levis to throw it. He gets this one to Burks. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down, and quickly they get to the line. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far, nothing going right offensively. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Going to wind up incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They begin the drive with Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately,
what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. A little juke. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Kyron Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for them here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Levis got his man, Okonkwo. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Off the play fake, Levis. A shot downfield for Burks. And Levis tosses his third interception of the game. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.